Hi guys, welcome to another video from Paul here at CCTV Systems UK. Today we're going to do a quick follow-up video to our recent video on IP PTZ cameras by Hikvision. If memory serves, I think we did a comparison on the 225i, the auto tracker, and the 4220i, I think it was. But anyway, in that video I mentioned that they do a PTZ camera that obviously you can run down standard coax. When I say standard coax, I mean this, obviously. RG59 plus 2, your BNC connector there for your video, and a male jack plug, which will be on your camera end, obviously. Red for positive, black for negative. And we got so many emails, I was taken aback really. I thought that people knew that these were out there. And the reason why I mistakenly thought that is we've installed dozens of these units and we get asked for them so much. I just thought that everybody knew. That's a miscalculation on my part, of course, because after 20 years in the industry, I tend to know what's going on. But anyway, as we've had so many emails, I thought I'd feature it very quickly for you today. I usually wait till the weekend, but so many emails, I've decided to do it through the week for you. This is a coax type, like I've just shown you on the RG59 PTZ camera, and I think the model number is 4215. And there is another one which has a slightly higher number, a slightly higher spec. I think it's got a bit more night vision on it and a bit more zoom. But this one, the 4215, is a really big seller. We've put a couple of dozen in the last 3 months, so you know we've got plenty out there. Now don't let the size of the box fool you, because obviously as it goes out of your screen that you can see, it is rather large, but it's only big because it comes with kit inside it, which is quite rare really. So first off, the business end, which is the bell itself, which is your PTZ camera. But the reason why the box is so large is, one, it comes with a power supply. This is clearly for this camera. Now, standard power supplies, of course, will fit it, but just make sure that they're not too old. As power supplies start to get a bit old, the ampage drops a little bit on them. Even though they're only 12 volts and they use nothing, just have a double check. But that comes in the box. And even better, and very strange in the CCTV industry, is it also comes with a flat mounting wall bracket. So you can put that onto a wall. It's got a little rubber round here, and as you tighten that up, as the bolts go tight, it makes it a bit waterproof. Not that it's much of a problem. BNC connectors and power connectors and things like that are all aluminium these days, so they're not a rust issue. And that comes in the box as well, hence the reason why it was so large. Now, I've specifically left it on its side because just make note of the size of this hole here, this aperture, and this will become important a bit later on and I'll explain why. But let's get on with the camera first. Here is your Bell PTZ camera. I'll just lift it up a little bit. It's a nice looking camera. Obviously it's got the little carabiner clip and the wire on it, so you can hang it off your bracket. And if you have a look very quickly, that's where you hang it on, of course, if it's on the wall, so it can hang there perfectly safe, it won't damage it. In here we have the RS485 connection. That's to run the PTZ camera if you don't have a Hikvision DVR. And of course you will also have an RS485 on the back of your DVR. So a bit of Cat5 to this. Make sure you remember which colour goes into the positive and negative, and the same into the back of your DVR. But if you have got Hikvision DVR, forget about that. But it just goes to show it can be used on other models. It's got a little ear strap that you can put on if you would so wish. And it also has an identical switch to the one I just showed you, which is a positive and negative, so that's how it's powered up. Now usually, we'd have something like this. This male would go into the female on this end, but all you do with this is unscrew these two, and the red and black go in this way. red in the left, which is positive, and black in the right, which is negative. So once you've got that in, it's powered up, and then under this sleeve, the white cable there is a male BNC connector straight into your coax cable. It's as easy as that, and you can then twist the night away with this, zoom it, tilt it, do whatever you want to do with it. So brilliant camera. Now a little bit of spec, because I don't want to go too mad today. It's got a 15 times optical zoom, so that's good. It's got the clear front lens here, which is the splash proof one, so you don't get lots of stains on it from the rain. I like that. I don't like the plastic hoods over them. I've never been a lover of those. So it's got a 15 times zoom, which means at its widest it's 5mm, which is a nice wide camera, and it zooms all the way down to 75mm, which is roughly 100 meters worth of zoom. And coincidentally, it also has infrared lights rated for that 100 meters. Also, this camera has some of the dark fighter technology in it, so you can click onto the camera through your DVR and switch the night vision off and leave it in daytime mode if you so wish to, especially if it's a lit up area, a car park or a well-lit street, and your registration plates will show up very nicely on this unit. So, back to the bracket again. Just move the power supply out of the way. As you can see, normal bracket. But I want to show you this. That is the much larger bracket, as you can see. Just put these side by side for you. So obviously this one comes with it. The reason why this one is larger is because it goes onto this, which is a standard corner mount. So this will mount on the corner of a building, allowing the camera to be able to look all the way around. So you get a full 180 degrees, and that's the reason why it is slightly longer than the short one that comes with. So these can be purchased, and of course these brackets are all available for the IP cameras, other than the really big domes and the auto trackers. So because they've made these apertures the same, it means that any of these brackets that were available for medium size IP PTZ dome cameras are also going to fit on this unit here, which we like. That's a bit of forethought, because let's face it, Hikvision are sods for putting lots of different models out there. So there you go. One bell type PTZ that runs down standard coax cable. One standoff bracket for a flat mount of a wall. One power supply inside the box and power lead. And away you go. It really is that simple. You can literally change from one of these standard coax type cameras, whether it be a mini dome or whatever have you, and without too much faffing around, put that on the building. So brilliant. Again, it's a 4215. Now, I'm going to give a recommendation. As you know from our videos, if you've watched any of them, there are lots of features on certain CCTV systems, including Hikvision, that we don't like. But we can't really say anything bad about this camera. 3 reasons. 1, look what you get in the price. And they have come down in price as well. So you'd buy your PTZ camera, and of course you'd buy the bracket to suit what you wanted, and the power supply. All this all comes in one kit now inside the box, and it's reasonable money. 2, those infrared lights are fantastic. If you're one of those people that's emailed us after seeing our comparison video previous to this one, you'll know why we liked the 4220 camera and not the 225i, because of these infrareds on them. They are absolutely brilliant, and I'm glad to say that this model has got them as well. And on top of that, number 3, we've put dozens of these in and we've had no faulties. And that is the greatest recommendation you can ever get from an AV engineer like me, who's been working in this industry for so very long. So there you go. That is the Hikvision PTZ 4215. I've put this video on through the week as opposed to my usual weekend forays. because we just had so many people asking which model is compatible with their coaxial type system, not the IP systems. And here it is. So, this is Paul logging off at CCTV Systems UK. I'll bob another video on the weekend if we get any more questions about this. I might even put one of these up for you in our usual position in the garden or at work, so you can see it in motion. Bob a quick video on there, so you can see and judge for yourself how good the zoom is and what the quality is like. And other than that, you know where we are. Press subscribe if you like the video, and if you don't want to subscribe, that's fine too. This is all free of charge. So this is Paul logging off at CCTV Systems UK. You all enjoy the rest of your day. I'll see you again soon. Bye bye.